Hey, what's up, everybody? Big Herc 916. All about that positivity and that motivation. I want to say thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thanks for the support. I try to keep you guys laced up and sharing different things that I wish somebody would have shared with me when I was a young person. And somebody asked me, man, how do you get self-confidence? You know, how do you build self-esteem? And you know, a lot of it's tied into how you're brought up and what things are instilled in you at a young age. It's just like you're taught to be poor mentally. You're taught to be doubtful of yourself mentally. You know, people who constantly say, you know, you're stupid, you're a dumbass, why'd you do that? You'll never be anything, or, you know, your dad wasn't nothing, so you're not gonna be nothing. Or you're just like your brother, you're just like your dad, you're just like your uncle. You know, stupid stuff like that, man. Stupid stuff like that can be just devastating for a child. You know, and then now you have this stuff going around. Little boys can be princesses. I mean, why can't a little boy be a king? Why the hell he got to be a princess? You know, it's like, God, man, there's enough going on. Now you're confusing a child. If you get older and you're an adult and you want to wear a damn dress, then hey, that's your prerogative. But man, confusing little kids is bad enough. Trying to learn to be a young man, a young boy. And the thing is, you know, well, young boy, what is he? No, man, you pee standing up. You go poop when you sit on the toilet. And no, you don't have a monthly period. You're a damn boy. And it's up to the parents to get their kids on point so that boys know that they're boys growing up and girls know they're girls. Now, if they have a change as far as mentally later on, then okay. But damn it, why don't you do the right thing as far as lacing them up so that your boy can learn to be a man growing up? Do you want your boy, you know, to not be a man when he gets older and not have a family and children of his own? You know, you gotta take the time, man, to throw the football, you know, bounce the basketball, hit the baseball, you know, take him to maybe karate practice, or teach him how to ride a skateboard or a scooter or something. I mean, fall down, scrape his elbows. These are all things, man. You can't baby a man. That's the problem with a lot of these guys now. They're babies, man. They're babies because they've been babied, most likely because there was no man in their life. And then if they had a dad, he wasn't there enough to give him what he needed. Or maybe he was baby when he was brought up. You know, I didn't have a dad, man. But one damn thing that, you know, I knew was how to stand up for myself and how to be a young man. You know, living in a neighborhood where you had a lot of people whose families were ex-military, with no bullshit going on. You know, kids was fighting all the time. You know, if you were soft, it would be exploited, and you learned how to toughen up, man. You know, and that was a part of just growing up. So when people talk about all these things like, you know, oh man, the bullying and, you know, gender neutral and all this stuff, dude, as a grown person, okay. As a child, your boy needs to learn how to throw these things, man. Even if he doesn't do it just on the street, just so he has a sense of self. And participation trophies is garbage. There's winners and there's losers. That's life, man. If you don't think that's true, you try to go to Olympics for a participation trophy. You try to go to the Tour de France or try to go to the Super Bowl for a participation trophy. By the time you get to that level, you know that it's all about business. So, man, you know, confidence, man, self-esteem, you got to go out there and get it. You know, when I lived on the military base, and there was always challenges. There was always, you know, we had a big hill. Who would all ride down the hill with no brakes? who would skateboard down the hill, who would jump the ramp. There's a ramp over on so-and-so's neighborhood. We'd ride our bikes over there. Everybody had to jump off the ramp on your dirt bike, or you couldn't hang out no more. You were soft. And that's what we did, stuff like that, man. That built your confidence up. You know, tackle football. We're having tackle football. You know, everybody's playing. We're getting our team together. We're having a Super Bowl. Man, if you didn't play, you was a punk. So, you know, third grade, fourth grade, man, we playing tackle with guys who were freshmen, sophomores in high school. That's what we did, man. And with nobody crying, with nobody complaining. You get elbows scraped, man. You come home, your pants is ripped. I mean, neighbors would be like, oh, I've seen so-and-so over here playing ball. I've seen so-and-so. I mean, we'd be playing for hours. By the time we came home, it was time for dinner, man. But that's what we did. You know, these are kids, man. This is what you do now. They babying the kids, man. They can't even have a little discussion without somebody crying and telling on each other, man. Parents telling on each other, you know. And on a military base, man, you go to somebody's door, dude opens the door, he's a Marine or he's you know, officer, man. He's looking at you, man. Your kid's telling, dude, his dad might outrank your dad. How's that look? You look stupid. What nobody telling, man. What none of that garbage, man. You learn to stand up. You know, you had a problem on the bus on the way to school, you figured it out and you worked it out. You got your little group together and you handled your business, man. But that was a part of growing up, man. So self-esteem, man, it's just like, come on. I mean, I remember, you know, it's like now they got a movement where the kids, you know, you don't need girls. It's like, what is that? I remember holding girls' hands and, you know, you wasn't doing nothing. You holding their hand, you thinking, you know, you in a relationship. Yeah, you third, fourth grade, man, fifth grade, you ain't no damn relationship, but you thinking you something, you know, hide and go kiss. You be hiding, try to go get a little kiss, you know. You know, little fast girls running around, you young, you know, and the girls, of course, they're more advanced than you are because they got older sisters and, you know, women naturally mature faster. But these are the things that built your confidence up. You know, you're seeing things that are transpiring. You know, I went to school in Frisco, man. Shout out to Hunters Point, Martin Luther King, man. 6th, 7th grade. And, man, it was a fast-paced game out there, man. You know, you got kids out there, the starter coats, the MJs, the Converse, Larry Birds, the Magic Johnsons. Man, you know, you go to the projects, these kids, you know, they get money, man. They hustling already. They hustling, and they ain't but in the 8th, 7th, 8th grade, man. Dudes, they was moving fast in the Bay Area. I went to Sacramento, man, and my confidence level was at a whole nother, man, my basketball skills was on another level. My game was on another level. My breakdancing was on another level. My skateboarding was on another level. It's just because of how things move in certain areas. And this is back in the 80s, so, you know, we was doing things in the city, man. But, you know, that's how you build your confidence up, by getting out there. And, you know, my mom wasn't there to watch me on the schoolyard. I had to, you know, get out there and learn to build my confidence up. I remember getting chased on the basketball court because I was balling against this older cat, and I beat him, and he got mad, so he started chasing me. He was talking mess, we capping, and he chased me until the bell rang. You know, I was a little dude, man. And, you know, these are things you go through, man, as a kid, man. But I didn't go tell on him. You know, Jerry curled up, you know what I'm saying, starter coat. You know, I seen him later on, and, you know, it passed, man. And that was just a part of being a kid, you know. With nobody telling on nobody, man. You know, a lot of these dudes after school, you know, you was cool with them. You learn from these older cats, man. And, it was a process, man, as being a young man. And I know nowadays it's harder because you don't have these OGs, these guys kind of putting you up on game. And with all this stuff going on now, you're you know, a lot of boys are confused. And, you know, you guys got to be careful because you got all this stuff where, you know, smartphones and you can send pictures and get in trouble. You got to be careful. But back then, it wasn't none of that, man. So talking to girls was another way you got your confidence up. And once you kind of got your confidence up, you know, you felt like you were somebody. You know, I remember being a freshman in high school, and I was messing with a senior. And this senior, man, you know, I busted her cheeks, man. And, you know, my reputation at the school from busting her cheeks put me on a whole nother whole nother category. So from there, I was like, I was a young man, so I thought, and I was repping the hood, at that point, and I felt like I was somebody, got into a couple fights, and my confidence, man, that was my confidence, man. And, you couldn't, even if you were scared, you didn't show it. But, we be balling, man. And in my neighborhood, and it'd always be older guys, man. And if you weren't assertive, you would never get picked. And then dudes would talk, they would clown you. Dudes would clown you. You might get beat up. And that was just a part of being a young man in the neighborhood. So, confidence, man, for those who don't have older brothers. I didn't have an older brother. I just went and tried to find it on the street, man. But, try to find you somebody or talk to an uncle or cousin that put you under their wing, man. That's what got me into lifting weights. It got me into working out. And, I want to put some size on. So when I went to play basketball, I could have a little bit of thunder behind my punches. And, me seeking self-esteem and confidence got me into the streets. But you don't have to get in the streets to get it, man. Maybe you might get into some type of martial arts. Car going by, hold on. Maybe you might get into some type of boxing or something. You don't have to take it to the streets to find yourself with confidence, man. You can find it somewhere that's controlled where you're not going to go to jail. The path I went down, man, juvenile hall, YA, the pen. I mean, it was a dark path, man. I don't want you to go down that path, but, you have the confidence in you. You just have to bring it out, man. You just have to find it within yourself, man, to be that guy. And don't let nobody tell you otherwise, man. Don't give up on yourself. And I know it's confusing at times, man, but, life is confusing. But I'm going to keep lacing you guys up and pumping out this dope content, man, so you guys can grow to be positive young men out here handling your business, man, and being productive. Big Herc 916.